Welcome back to the module. In this module, you will learn about the topic of nature of data. This topic will cover the nature of data and also a simple taxonomy of the data. Data is the main ingredient for any business intelligence or BI, data science, and business analytics initiative. Data can be viewed as the raw material for what this popular decision technology produce, which are either information, insight, and knowledge. The data is considered among the most valuable assets of an organization, which creates invaluable insight to better understand the customers, competitors, and business processes. Data can be either small or very large, or either can be called as a big data. It can be structured or unstructured, or it can be coming from small batches continuously or as large batches. A data to knowledge continuum. The data must comply with the basic usability and also quality metrics. Not all the data is used for all tasks, and the data essentially has to be the analytic ready. This figure is the example of knowledge continuum, which cover coming from different components. For example, the business process, the internet social media, and also machine Internet of Things are different sources that coming to the cloud storage and computing. In the cloud storage and computing, the data will be processed and will be stored within the data protections. And data will be processed into a different kind of the representation for the analytic purpose. And within the analytics, it will be passed into three main processes, which is build, test, and so to validate. And all the data that have been processed will be passed to the end user or the other application. So what makes the data analytics ready? So the data analytics ready, we need to concern about the relevancy to the problem at hand, the quality or the quantity requirement, has certain data structure in place. For example, the data has a key fields or the variables with properly normalized values. And also the data must contain the predictions, the data in a flat file with the target variables. And not to forget, overlooked data related tasks may be ended with the wrong answer for the right problem, and this unintentionally created seeming good, the answer may lead to inaccurate decision. Readiness level of data for analytics. There are several characteristics or the metrics that define the readiness level of the data. Data source reliability means the originality and the appropriateness of the storage medium. This data source reliability answering the question of, do we have the right confidence in this data source? Data content accuracy. The data are correct and good match for analytic problems. And this characteristic answering the question of, do we have the right data for the job? Data accessibility means data are easily and readily obtained, and the data is made be tricky, especially if data is stored in different location or the medium. Data security and data privacy is the important part in order to secure the data that can be accessed by certain people. Increasing popularity in educational degrees and certificate programs for information assurance is the evidence of the criticality and increased data quality metrics. Data richness. All required data elements are included in the data sets. Richness, which means that the comprehensiveness that the available variable show a rich dimensionality of the subject. Data consistency, which means that the data is accurately collected and combined together. Improper data integration may subject to same records mixed up together. Data currency or data timeliness. The data should be up to date or as recent or new as it needs to be. The data is recorded at or near the time of the event or observation. Data granularity. The variables and data values defined at the lowest level of details. If the data is aggregated, it may not contain the level of details needed for analytics. For example, numerical value for lab results should be recorded to the appropriate decimal places for meaningful interpretation. Data validity is a term to describe a match or mismatch between the actual and expected data value of a given variable. For example, definition of valid gender may contain the value of male, female, and also unknown. And lastly, data relevancy. The variables in the dataset are all relevant to the study. Irrelevant data may resulting in inaccurate and misleading results during the modeling.